Hi guys, it's SimLicy here. So welcome to another apartment renovation. So today I am back renovating this apartment, which is another city living apartment, and it's in the arts district of, well, San Myshuno, of course. And yeah, it's one of these really large apartments, and I decided to split it up into two basically, so we can pretend that somebody lives over there in the smaller apartment. But basically, I just felt like the entire apartment was going to be way too big for what I wanted to do. And what I wanted to do was, of course, create an industrial style loft apartment. And it's really huge. It's like just very spacious and open and very lofty, of course, and very industrial. I used lots of items from like Get to Work and the industrial loft kit, but some various items from different packs and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys will like it. It's of course one bedroom, and that's over here in this loft space that I'm creating. I was kind of confused about lofts, by the way. I've been watching the Architectural Digest YouTube channel recently, and they did some videos on loft apartments in New York City, and I guess a loft space is just like an open apartment because they used to be like warehouse spaces, and I had thought for the longest time that it had to be like elevated in some area to be a loft, and I think I was confused by that. And so I think a loft apartment could just be an open plan apartment that used to be an industrial sort of building or used for industrial purposes. And it doesn't necessarily need like an open loft bedroom. Hopefully that makes sense. But I've really been absolutely loving that YouTube channel. I had never watched it before. My husband actually stumbled upon it. I think some particular video, and he said that he, had stopped watching it because he realized I was going to love it so much and he wanted to watch it with me. And I'm surprised that I had never watched it before. But either way, I've been binge watching all of their videos. Let me know if you guys watch that channel too. But another thing I wanted to mention was a really big thank you to everybody who's been subscribing or pledging to my Patreon page. I really appreciate it. If you guys haven't heard me mention it yet, I'm having my videos up there early. So if you want to see them a day or more early, each video is going to be different depending on when I get it done, but if you want to watch them early, I'm going to have them up there. And then also you'll be able to download the builds early too via tray files before I put them up on the gallery. So everything will still stay the same. My videos will still be on YouTube, and my builds will still be on the gallery. But if you would like to get them early, I have them available for $2 on Patreon. And if that's not something you're interested in, but you still want to support me, I do have a $1 pledge, which is just a general donation support tier. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys though. It's amazing, and I'm very, very grateful. But anyways, back to the apartment. Over here, I'm creating the office space. So I really imagined that a sim that would live in this apartment would be very creative, very artistic. Maybe they're into interior design, maybe they're into painting, maybe digital artwork, maybe architecture. I'm not really sure what they do, but I decided to create a workspace over here, and I really just wanted it to feel a bit chaotic and messy. So I wanted to put just lots of clutter around. There's books, there's different sort of, I guess, art supplies and different sort of just materials that you would use for design or art projects and stuff. And so I thought that looked really good, and I really love those desks that came from the Dream Home Decorator game pack. They look so good, and they look so industrial, and they really feel more like drafting boards. And so I thought that looked really good over there. And then over here is going to be the kitchen area, and I had completely forgot about the base game industrial counters. I was going through like various different counters trying to figure out what I wanted to use and trying to pick something that was industrial, and I just completely forgot about these ones. So I'm so happy that I didn't completely forget, that I did remember them, and I use them in here because they're absolutely perfect for this style of apartment. And I just love this like orangey wood top, or like a honey wood top. No, it's more orangey than honey, but it's so pretty, and I just love the industrial look of these. And I think it's so nice just to have it so open to like the living area, and I think it looks really good over here. It has a huge island. I put lots of bar stools here, and then I also put various different like functioning kitchen items. Of course, there's the refrigerator, the stove, and the sink, but there's also a microwave and a coffee pot. And then I just put a few decorations around, like some like utensils and fruit and a bread box and a couple of different things. Over here in this tiny room where I just placed that door is going to be the bathroom, and I really like the way the bathroom turned out. I think it's actually pretty unique. It's fairly simple, but I think it looks really good. And then I also place different sort of pipes and stuff around and different sort of elements to give it kind of that industrial feel. And of course the wallpapers and flooring are all very industrial, like the floor is concrete through and through except for the bedroom area, which is wooden, and I wanted it to match the staircase. And I really like the contrast of the more like warm wood tone with all of the cool like hard materials. I don't know, like it's just kind of like a mix between soft and hard, if you guys get what I mean. And so I thought that looked really good. Another thing about the bedroom area, since this is an apartment, I have to upload it to the gallery as a room. And I also have to, my tray files that'll be available on Patreon will be exactly the same way, because it's just how you save apartments in the game. But I'll save the entire living area, including the bathroom, as one room, and then the bedroom will be its own room. And unfortunately, platforms do not transfer, so you'll have to raise it back up and then reapply the fence and the staircase. So hopefully that won't be frustrating, but that's just unfortunately how apartments work in the game, and I'm really hoping for a city living overhaul. I believe that's the one I want the most, because of course they did do a refresh to Spa Day, which was really nice, but I think for me personally, I would pick city living because I think apartments need some major work. And I know I mentioned this in like every apartment renovation, but I really hope if they do, then they'll give us the opportunity to replace the windows on the exterior, because right now you can't do it. You can use the tool mod to achieve it, but it's not a perfect solution, and it would be really amazing if they made it like a feature of the expansion pack, because I think it would be so amazing. And if they did that, then they might as well do eco lifestyle too, because of course we have apartments with that expansion pack. But anyways, over there I just placed the dining table. I love that dining table. It's perfect for an industrial interior, and it came with the Dine Out game pack, and yeah, I think it looks really good. And of course it's bar height, so I put bar stools at it, and the bar stools that I used came with the industrial loft kit, so of course they're very industrially. And then over here is going to be the bathroom. So for the bathroom, since it was a pretty large one, I wanted to include a shower, a tub, and then of course like a toilet and a sink, those necessary objects. But I really like this area that I created over here with the bathtub and the shower. I thought it was kind of unique and kind of different, and just kind of I don't know, interesting looking anyways. But I put that half wall there, and I put a couple of decorations up on top of it, and I imagine they were just like, you know, soaps and creams and whatever you might use in the shower or the bath. And then over here is going to be the sink area, and I thought this was kind of like a nice solution, separating the spaces. I mean, I just separated them with half walls, like very tall half walls, but since the door has some glass pieces on it and you could technically see into the bathroom, I thought it was nice to have like the toilet in a more private area, as well as the shower and the bathtub. I mean, if you were really trying to look, you could probably see into the shower area, but I don't know, I was thinking just a single sim lived here, so it's not that big of a deal. But of course, if you have guests over, then they might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but we could pretend that the glass is frosted, and so nobody can actually see. But I just like the look of that door anyways. But yeah, over here is going to be the actual bedroom area. And I decided to use this bed that came with Eco Lifestyle because I think it looks quite rustic and industrial with the bedding on it. It looks kind of like stitched together and pieced together, and so I thought that looked really cool. I thought about using the bed that came with the industrial loft kit, and of course there's like a couple of other options that probably would have worked, but I didn't like the 4-post bed feature of the industrial loft bed. It just felt too bulky and crowded in this space, so I thought this one was better. And then I also put a garage door up here. It's quite probably not the most realistic space for a garage door to be, but I was thinking that this sim had found the garage door at like some sort of a store or a sale somewhere on the streets, and they moved it into their bedroom as like a decoration. But I think your sims can actually paint on it, but I put this open dresser in front of it. So I guess it would be blocking your Sims. But anyways, this is it for the apartment. I'm just gonna add the final few details with a couple of extra pipes, and then we're on to the screenshot. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this apartment, and I hope you guys do enjoy the screenshots. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love. Remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that.